Hello guys, and welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I am your host, Ice Dragon King, and today, well, I hope you read the title card, because this is a brand new story. I've been having a lot of people telling me, can you do another story? Can you do another story? Been so busy with things going on and everything. I not had time to set up the story for a while, and I mean a while. But now I have set it up. It's all good, and I think you're going to enjoy this one a lot. But before we get into that, before we actually get into the story, I wanted to give you a little thing, tell you something really important. I am going to be starting once again something big again. A lot of yous have been asking me, when's story time coming back? When are we going to do Horror Weekend again? Well, you're constant asking and begging for it. You're gonna get it now. You are gonna get it. You're gonna finally get what you've been asking for a while. You are finally going to get Skyrim story time, The Cursed Girl. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, round about 8 or 9 o'clock in the UK. To give you a frame of reference, it's 1:10 now. So for 1 hour, for one full hour, maybe two, depending, we will be doing something of your choice. I'm going to give you three choices of games you might want to see. So with that, I'm going to tell you right now what they are. The first one is Five Nights at Freddy's, Help Wanted. The second one is The Inpatient, and the third is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. They're the three choices you got. So whatever ones you choose first, that is what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. So if you can put in the live stream and in the description, and if you don't see this, don't worry, you are still eligible to vote. I will calculate them all up on Friday. The one with the most votes is what we'll be playing to its absolute completion, from start to finish. And if it's a story-based one, we'll do it to the story is completely done, completely finished. So, with that said, I will put them once again. I will put it in once again what your choices are. The first is The Inpatient. Second, Resident Evil 7. And third, Five Nights at Freddy's. They're the three choices. So if you can let me know which one you would like to see, we will get started on that. So, with that said, we'll come out of the mod list and we will start the story in a minute. Oh, like I said, I hope you enjoy this because I spent a lot of time preparing this one. So, let's get right into it. And just so you know, each time it comes to these loading screens, I will talk to you again. But as it's to do with a story, until then, once we start, I'll be in character. So, if I don't answer your texts or anything like that, I'm not ignoring you. I am not ignoring you at all. I am trying to carry on with the story, so please don't get offended if I don't answer you straight away. With that said, we should just wait for this to start, and we're gonna have some fun with this. Just so you know, the race I'm playing is a modded race. So, I'll show you at the end of the video. Here we go. With that, let's begin our story. A long time ago, this young girl, clad in iron armor and surrounded by many different spiders, stands by the graves of her fallen parents, hoping one day to get revenge against a man or the deity that cursed them. His name, Lord Hersine. This woman as well was once a man. With his long, happy, he was once happy, now not so happy now. And greetings, I am the narrator for this story. I will be telling intricate parts of this man's tale. So, enjoy the story. My parents, I'm so sorry that I did not follow in your footsteps. Please forgive me. I shall get my revenge on Lord Hersine for turning me into this beast. As Talos as my witness, I shall avenge you. I promise. And so he leaves the graves of his fallen parents and searches.
That's waiting for me.
And starts searching for his great betrayer.
I.
But little does he know that Lord Hersine has an agent in this town. A man that he cursed. So he would try to find this man and persuade him to help. And with this, he goes into it goes to the jail cells. Hearing that there was a man that brutally murdered a poor little girl. Searching from cell to cell, searching everywhere for this man.
Heard there were 4-minute dawn guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
And as he looks, he finds the man.
Yes?
Yes?
Come to gawk at the monster.
What are you doing here?
The little girl is dead because of me. Believe me, it wasn't anything I ever intended to do. I just lost control. Tried to tell them, but none of them believed me. It's all on account of this blasted ring.
The man asks. Our protagonist asks, what ring do you speak of, strange fellow?
This is the ring of Percy. I was told it could let me control my transformations. Perhaps it used to, but I'll never know. Percy didn't care for my taking and threw a curse on it. I put it on, and the changes just came to me. I could never guess when. It would be at the worst times, like with the little girl.
She looks sorrowfully at the man and disgusted to hear that. Offers him a way out.
I don't suppose there's a point in keeping the secret if I'm going to die in here anyway. I'm sure you've heard of men who shift to beasts under the influence of the moon. I wouldn't do it. A real wolf. It's my secret and my shame. That's why I wanted the ring. It was said to give men like me control. Now, I may look like a man, but I still feel the animal inside of me as strong as ever.
She offers him help once again.
I've been looking for a way to appease Percy. There's a certain beast in his land. Large, majestic. It's said that Percy can commune with whoever slays it. I tracked it into these woods, but then I had my accident with the child. I want to beg his forgiveness. Give him back the ring. But while I'm stuck in here, the beast wanders free. Oh my. You would do this for me? Here, take it. I don't want anything to do with this wretched thing anymore. Seek out the beast. He wanders these woods. Bring him down. Now the Lord of the Hunt should smile on you. I wish you luck. But you leave here while I still have my skin. Should our paths cross again, I will remember your kindness. Farewell.
As he gives him the ring, he starts to transform into the majestic beast and scales the walls and escapes the jail. And what is this? A guard sees. What does she do? Does she run? Does she speak to him? The guard does nothing and walks away. So she takes this opportunity and walks towards the door, barely saying a word to the man and escaping with her life. But with the ring of Percy weighing her down, she contemplates. What does she do now?
You were talking to that murderous savage, and then he escaped. What are you hiding?
She looks at the man and once again and sees her friends around her, ready to attack the man at a moment's notice. But she walks on, barely a word said to the man. And she still thinks, what do I do? Where do I go? Shall I go and find this beast and take it down? Or does she leave it? Only time will tell with this woman. This man, cursed as a woman, cursed as a beast. As they think, it's a curse to have this power. But this man, this silly person, Athena by name, but by nature, neither a man nor a woman, a demon. And as she thinks, I do not want. She thinks to us, they think to themselves, how do I work this to my advantage? Once again, the ring weighing her down. This curse, this man, this woman, this demon thinks, knowing that at one point they will have to show their true colors. But of course, they refuse to show their true form. Because this wonderful child of her scene rebels against him. Her scene's own daughter or son, the shapeshifter. He could be a man or a woman at any given time. A shapeshifter, a marvelous being of creation, her scene's own. Of her scene's own. They, as like any other mortal, was born to two human parents. This one, born of a Breton, and a Breton woman, and her scene himself, a halfling, a half mortal, half god, a demigod. But then, her scene's not a god. He is something else, isn't he? He's the Lord of the Hunt, the Daedric Prince. Half Daedric Prince, half human. Such a thing has never happened before. But of course, you can never say it can never happen in the world of the Elder Scrolls. But the burden weighs heavy upon them. It calls forth a friend to help. A powerful spell from her scene, his parent, himself. And the spiders. These spiders were once close allies of his. But now, a curse in this young man, young woman, young werebeast his mind. But once again, he still thinks that he'll be fine. He can just magic this away. But knowing that you cannot escape your fate. This person was born as a werebeast, and he will remain as a werebeast. As an arrow was pierced through his head, Hircine's blood removes it. He's half Daedric prince. Nothing like that can kill him. Barely a scratch was upon this young hunter. This young hunter knows that no matter what these fools, these mortal men do to him or her, to this young predator, nothing could hurt him. And as he comes closer and closer to his destiny, it starts worrying him, knowing that one day he will have to face his parent eventually. Knowing what he does, he summons another friend. Another gift from Hircine. He can summon werewolves, werebeasts to fight alongside him. But once again, his mind wanders. He thinks he was going the wrong way, which indeed he was. He was heading towards the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters. And the greatest of the enemies. The greatest enemy of his own Daedric parent. His own Daedric lord. He stands there, taking all the punishment from this man, knowing there's nothing that person can do to him. He has his protectors with him, knowing that he has that. He has nothing to fear. And with him delving deep into his soul, he summons another. A wolf. But of course, and he just stands back and watches the man get eaten alive. But as he normally has, he puts back on his helmet and walks away, wondering when are those men are going to leave him be? When are they going to let him enjoy his life without the fear of men, women, mer, or beast folk bothering him. He just wants to live in peace, alone, without worry. He seeks companionship. He heard of an order that actually worship Hercene and can turn into werebeasts too. He heard of this place in Skyrim called the Companions. And immediately they think the companions might be the ones to help him or her, whatever form they choose to take. He hopes, they hope. The shapeshifter prays to his own parents that he will be able to. And he spies, and as he sees the beautiful, majestic creature, he summons himself. He summons himself above, knowing that he is still overburdened. Hercene, his lord, does not want to make this chase too easy on them. Look at that. Oh. They wonder, how are they going to catch this magnificent beast? And he shoots and misses. And he misses and misses and misses. That's one thing he was never good at. And once again he summons another beast. Wondering, how is he going to catch this beast if he cannot even get there? He's finding it harder and harder to catch them. But with that, he remembers what he's been once told. To catch a clever creature, you must become one yourself. So he summons one of his brethren to help him, knowing that he might be able to do something to help him with this. And with him also thinking maybe this might help him too. Remembering he can easily summon a pack spider. barely can do anything for him. So, up the mountain he goes. Wondering, how is he going to catch this beast? Having a very hard time trying to get up this mountain with all the gear he once stole. Once again, he hopes that he can get up this mountain in time to catch this beast. But with the cold, he starts wondering, how does he catch this beast? How does he kill it to please his lord? The cold, the freezing temperature. This one is not used to this kind of weather. And with his companions and everyone else gone from this world, he still thinks he could do this. He can please his lord and his parents. So he looks upon the scrolls that he took as well. Now, he looks at, yes, he gets the kill spell. Some people would say that that is wrong. A kill spell is just for only for master wizards to do, and he's no wizard or a witch. He was supposed to be the hunter, a hunter of her scene. As they sniff the air, they can sense some distance. And with this, he summons a very ancient power. Hersene's power. If you have angered him, he can poison you, your heart, and kill you instantly. With the cursed blade. Hersene's cursed blade. He sees it. They see the creature. Believes that he might have gotten it. And yes, his shot is true.
Well met, hunter.
Oh, sorry. Quiet! Down. Apologies for that. As he looks upon his beloved father, he asks him a simple question. Are you Hersey?
I am the Secretary. Just one glimpse of the glorious star that your kind calls Hersey.
He asks about the ring.
I may consider it, but you must first do a service for my glory. The one who stood has fled to what he thinks is his sanctuary. Just as a bear climbs a tree to escape the hunt, but only ends up trapping himself. Seek out this rogue shifter, tear the skin from his body, and make it an offering to me.
He accepts his offer and goes on diligently.
Fly, my hunter. There are others who run for my favor. A bit of competition. Don't doubt while the prey flees.
With that, he looks upon the meat he has so richly deserves and sees if he can take off the ring, but which he cannot. The ring is still bound to him, just like it was so many years ago. He wonders, how does he deal with this? He thinks to himself, if I can please my lord and father, he will be able to remove this curse upon him. Or will he not? This man, woman, child of Hersey, has been cursed, they believe, since the day they were born in the pack of Hersey. Over 300 years ago. This magnificent hunter has been roaming the lands of Tamriel for well over 300 years, but changing their name and their appearance throughout it all. Taking on the powers, taking on the strength of other men, have been the bane of many hero and villain alike. This one is neither a hero nor a villain, neither an anti-hero or protagonist. He or she, wherever they may choose, they have always been want just to stay out of politics and anything that will cause trouble. And the most powerful being in existence, the most powerful half-blood, half-breed, half-blood, demon. Many things people have called him. Half-blood, demon, filth, abomination. All things that they believe them to be. Because many people have said this for many generations. So if people have been saying it for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, for hundreds of years, it must be true. So now he returns back to the place where he once came. For here he was born. But knowing one thing, that he or they are no longer welcome in polite society, knowing that he is Hersine's son or daughter. This one's a shapeshifter, so they do not have an actual gender. But as he normally does,
You're looking a little rough on the edges. You feeling all right? Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
but as the vigil and the dawn, vigils and storm.
Walk always in the light, or we will drag you. None escape the vigil. All come into the light.
And that's the one thing he wants. He wants to be in the light, but knowing that they do not like his parents, how can he go into the light? Being a werewolf, and a powerful one at that. There's only one more powerful than he as a werewolf. Or as a werebeast. At Hersine himself. No one else can stand against them. And with that, he goes into a pocket dimension. He goes into a place where he knows he'll be safe. But what he thinks is safe could be treacherous. Because there's many beings in this world that want to find this place. But he dumps off a lot of the stuff he once stole. Thinking that I will never need to worry about ever being overburdened. But with the ring of Hersine, he'll have some trouble with carrying all the stuff that he has. So he decides that the best thing for him to do is get rid of it, put it in his safe chest, and be able to run, be able to move nimbly once again. Where he got this, he does not know. A gift from his lord, or another curse for him to bear. who knows? Many skins that he has once taken. And once again has many things that he does not need in his inventory. He's an alchemist by trade. By trade, he is an alchemist. Or they are an alchemist. They've collected many things throughout the years. But with that, they need more things. They want you a cure disease potion, thinking that will get rid of this curse of being a werewolf or a werebeast. Was not the case. It was not a curse that was put upon him. He was born. He's a natural werewolf. He was born as one. But still believes it to be a curse. But maybe by the end of this tale, he may finally understand the power and the majesty that they now possess. We shall see in due time. We shall. And one day, hopefully, we'll hear them speak. But until that time, we will have to wait and see. As he can run again, he once again decides it's time to please his father and find the rogue shifter and put an end, he thinks, to his curse. But of course, young ones, especially ones that are 300 years old, in their years, he's still, or they, are still but a pup. To mankind, this being is as old, is very old and very powerful. But he decides that he's going to wait 24 hours so he can turn. So if it's necessary, they will be able to turn as well into their own bestial form. They don't normally do this. They don't normally decide to do that. But it would be a sight if he does.
It's the blood and gold of a hunter. The prey is strong, stronger than the hunters. But more will come. Bring them down for the glories of Lord Hirsin.
Now, with that,
Why?
he says that he was brought to slay him.
And I would deserve it. I can't stop you if that's what you want to do. Person is too powerful. If you spare me, I can be a powerful ally to her. And I would promise to never return to civilized life. I know now that I can't live among people.
And as he said, I will spare your life.
Thank the gods. Now let's deal with these others. We hunt together.
If there's anything to make her seem mad, he will gladly do it. Turn the hunt upon their head. And the question is, will they and he said, I do not believe my eyes. They actually do help him. This is something I never foresaw. And I'm the one telling the story. And that was... I cannot believe it.
Thank you for your help. I will make my home here away from anyone I might hurt.
And I cannot believe my eyes. The once noble and caring person kills without a second thought. I really didn't believe he would do that, but still, he did it. He betrayed his own father. He specifically asked for that man to be dead. But no, he chose mercy. But now what does he do? He's lost his way. And now he's found it. How will Lord Hirsin take this betrayal? Or will he be amused? Who knows? Only time will tell, won't it? With this unforeseen circumstance.
Well met again, Hunter. So you may think. By bringing down my other hunters, you turn the chase inside out. And they were no base prey. You continue to amuse and impress. Go forth with my blessing.
He goes. And you heard that correctly. Go forth with his blessing. And with that, he turns from his old friend and runs towards Right-Run, wondering, will these legendary companions...
All right, hand over your valuables. I'll dump you like a fish.
Don't you walk away from me.
All right then.
And with that, his friend comes to help. And you saw that clear as day. Those stabs did nothing to him. He walks alongside his protector and sees there's a giant in the road. But what does he do? What does he do but run towards the beast? What is he thinking? Does not seem to care. Looks down on him and walks away. That is most unusual for a giant. But he doesn't give it a second thought as usual and walks on. Still in his head, thinking about the companions and his home and how he can make this better for himself. He wants companionship and he wants someone to love. And he sees something in front of him. And sees that it was a trap. Necromancers, the one thing he really scared of, the one thing he fears most of all is necromancers. He fears, and is rightfully so, of those unwanted monstrosities. Those monsters.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire, anyway?
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces, secure that import deal, and lead the way to an audience with the Emperor.
No offense. You're not looking so good.
Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding. Indeed, if we ever get there.
Get away from me.
Oh, with that. Ooh. There's one thing they forget. You do not anger this person.
Skyrim trash.
Call them Skyrim trash. That is going to make him pay I'm
Don't
sure.
bother me, peasant. Had a long journey. Too much coin on these gifts to be late for me.
Get away from me.
What can I do for you?
What in the world? He just kills them. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe it. He just goes off and kills them both.
Dead and buried.
And death. Just one more person to kill, and that's where he will be happy. And apparently there's still another one here. He jumps down. On my own. It's one of his own. Wanted to hurt him. He put an end to that pretty quick. So, and once again, necromancers have come to attack him. And he runs as he knows the demon realm is looking for him from a previous life. He wonders, why is it that they would want him dead? He does not know. But he's not worried too much. But he's one that doesn't care.
It's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Lauria's farm.
So for the first time he comes to Skyrim.
Stop right there.
With that, he says he goes to jail. And so, my friends, this is where we're going to end it. I hope you enjoyed this first part of the story. With this girl enjoying her stay in Whiterun prison. So, with that, we will say farewell, and we will look forward to hearing once again. Just so you know, we are still going to be doing on Friday on Twitch. I forgot to mention earlier, on Twitch we will be doing the horror weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays will be on there. The horror weekend, and once again, I will tell you the 3 games we can do. The first one is Five Nights at Freddy's. Second is The Inpatient, and third is Resident Evil 7. They're your 3 choices. So if you can put in the send us a comment. Let me know which one you would like to see. So, with that said, I have been the Dragon King. This has been the first installment of Skyrim, The Cursed Girl. And I will see you again soon. Goodbye, my dragons.